Good morning, girls. Welcome back for the online session of PD and CS, that is Personality Development and Corporate Skills. In the title of the subject, you find the word corporate, or you may have observed corporate skills. Now, up till this, we were studying text part. Now, I want to exhibit to show you something, the real side of corporate world. There are few topics which will help you to explore your corporate skills. One of the topics that is there in your syllabus called Statement of Purpose, in which you will come to know about this majorly. This topic is something new for you, but I give you guarantee, from knowing, after coming, or you may feel after knowing about the meaning of the topic, that this will not be a kind of a new thing that you are going to learn. You already know about this informally, but here it is given as a formal part in your syllabus. Before I start this, I want to remind you about your MCQ exam, that in last two sessions I revised two chapters for your MCQ test. The third chapter also will be there in your exam. Like whatever MCQs I will ask, that will be from 3 chapters. This topic I am not going to include for the exam. So only see the videos of text part which are uploaded. You can revise it from my review sessions, and you can prepare yourself fully. Now, coming on to the topic. Today I will just give you the guidelines, particularly meaning of this, then after significance, why it is important, why to prepare, why to draft statement of purpose, or what generally statement of purpose defines. That you will come to know from this session. Let me start with the meaning of SOP. Statement of purpose, in short known as SOP. A statement of purpose, also referred to as SOP, reflects your personality that you portray in front of the admission committee for getting enrolled in the universities abroad, especially. સ્ટેટમેન્ટ ઓફ પર્પઝ ખાસ કરીને લખવામાં આવતો એક એસે છે. ઇટ્સ અ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ એન એસે, બટ very brief, very precise. It's a kind of a reflection of your personality, in which you portray about your skills which you may not have exhibited in your resume or CV. So other than that, something extra, something special, you can reveal, you can write in form of SOP. This kind of an essay or a content which is prepared to keep yourself in front of the admission committee, through which they can give you, or you can enroll in the universities of abroad. It is your chance of impressing the committee by presenting your profile strongly through an essay that describes your personality traits which are not covered in your academic document and even in your resume, the way it is described in the SOP. It is not like whatever you write in your resume that you have to repeat here. Something special, a kind of an achievement that you have explored, exceptional abilities you have, that everything you can write in form of an essay through which you can make your profile stronger, and that description gives your resume, along with resume, this statement of purpose through which you are making your profile stronger, or that gives your strong background. So this is what SOP means. It is really helpful in making your profile exceptional in the long queue of job scenario. The hardest part of any piece of writing is just getting started. જ્યારે આપણે લખવાની શરૂઆત કરીએ ત્યારે કોઈ પણ કન્ટેન્ટ, કોઈ પણ ક્વેશ્ચન, કોઈ પણ ટોપિક or whatever we prepare, it is so much difficult to narrate, to describe, or to start through any piece of writing. કોઈ પણ કન્ટેન્ટને જ્યાં સુધી આપણે લખવાની શરૂઆત ન કરીએ ત્યાં સુધી એ આપણા માટે કદાચ અઘરો બની જાય છે. બટ વેન વી સ્ટાર્ટ writing about ourselves with the help of proper format, with the proper structure, that will give ease to explain about ourselves. An SOP is a long essay that is quite helpful to prove yourself in the exceptional universities of abroad. In fact, nowadays, some of the Indian universities, during the application process, they demand about this piece of writing, because it tells the admission committee who you are and why you are applying, why you are a good candidate, and what you want to do in the future. The essay seeks to understand the candidate's life, the motivations for the chosen career, about his or maybe her goals. In short, what I was trying to tell you, that it will give your journey of career, it will give a kind of an explanation, a written portrayal of yourself. It is sometimes called an SOP letter also, an application essay, personal background, objectives for graduate study, cover letter કે જે તમે ઓળખો છો, or something like one of these which I have mentioned. But it is like having a format can help quickly give structure to not only what you should write, but what the finished piece should look like. જ્યારે લખી અને તમે છેલ્લે ફૂલ સ્ટોપ કરો છો અને તમારો આખો પેજ કે ડિસ્ક્રિપ્શન થ્રુ દેખાડો છો કે વોટ એવર you have written in a piece of paper, that will definitely giving a mirror effect of your personality. But before that, you may feel hesitation what to write in it. Now in this session, you will come to know some part of this SOP, I mean some of the things which are important to be narrated. But before that, the kind of background which I have prepared, like what is SOP, why to write an SOP, what generally a kind of a format we keep in our mind about SOP. This something, some essentials which I have brought in this session. After that, what to write in the paragraphs, later on different samples of SOP we'll be discussing. So the following statement of SOP or the format will help you, that will give general direction, so you can start getting ideas and get to write about it. What is SOP? Once again, if not clear, a statement of purpose in the context of applying for graduate school is an essay that is one of the most important aspects of your application. તમે જ્યારે પણ કોઈ યુનિવર્સિટી માટે for masters, whenever you will apply in any university or foreign, in the different countries of the world, you need this document. It is nowadays, it has become like popular in some of the universities of India also, but majorly you require for the degree if you want to attain from foreign universities. So along with the application you have to attach this, because it tells the admission committee who you are, why are you applying, why you are a good candidate, and what you want to do in the future. So your future perspectives also to be mentioned by you. It is sometimes called an SOP letter and something which is similar to this. Now how to write this SOP? The statement of purpose reflects not only who you are as a candidate, but your writing abilities as well. ઘણી વખત ઘણા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ એવા હોય છે કે જે બહુ જ સારું વિચારી શકતા હોય પણ લખી ન શકતા હોય. Some are them can be a good writers, some are only a good speakers, but this will also analyze whosoever will be the reader of this SOP, but that person will analyze your writing skill, કે તમે કેટલું સારું લખી શકો છો. You all know that in this IELTS and TOEFL exam they will measure what? This IELTS exam is measuring your LSRW skills only. So how much you are good as a writer, how much you are good as a speaker, and all these things will analyze, will definitely be observed by the people of foreign universities. In college and graduate school, you are going to be doing a ton of writing. Seriously, a ton of. It was not unusual for me to write papers of 10 to 20 pages or longer. With that in mind, it is really important to show that you are a truly competent writer in this context. કહેવાનો અર્થ એ છે કે જ્યારે હું કોલેજમાં હતી અને જ્યારે લખવા બેસતી, in that sense I was writing like number of pages on any particular topic and number of ideas were there in my mind. But in case of writing process, this will also make you competent enough to show your exceptional ability as a writer. Competent means capable of writing something, But just keep in your mind that you have to write something which exactly you have. You cannot show what you do not have. You cannot reveal your fake personality. You have to reveal your true attributes if you have. Attribute means quality you have. So some quick tips are: tips are to be drafted here by me. Your statement of purpose shouldn't have any spelling or grammatical errors. કોઈ પણ પ્રકારની ગ્રામેટિકલ એરર્સ હોવી જોઈએ નહીં. Number 1, it should be free from grammatical errors. Number 2, use strong, clear and concise writing. Strong here means like strong through your words, clarity in your writing process as well as in the thought process, like one after the other you should have given the clarity in your thoughts through your writing, and in a concise way, like you cannot describe the thing in number of pages. You have to write in a very limited kind of a content, like you will only mention through this enough a page. Avoid cliches, difficult words which are to be understood, and repetitive language. You cannot make the repetition of number of things like one after the other through different paragraphs. Stay away from overlay or overloaded information or informal language. You cannot write in an informal sense in any context here. You have to be purely formal in case of writing. Keep a positive and a confident tone so that one can read and feel that so much of confidence you have in your writing also. So these are only quick tips. The framework, the guidelines, rules, format, everything I will tell you, but at least these few points you have to keep in your mind while writing SOP. So clarity should be there, conciseness or preciseness should be there. It should be strong from language point of view. It should be free from grammatical errors. It should not be revealing repetition or difficult vocabulary, and it should not be informal in nature. With your strong, positive, confident tone, you can make your SOP stronger. Now, very important thing that you can't miss while writing general SOP, or this general format will help you to form, to draft while applying for your job, while applying in fact for your studies. The general format is similar to any piece of academic writing. For that, these three aspects are very common. You should use 12-point Times New Roman font. You are already familiar with this. 1 inch margins on all sides. 1.5 line spacing is required. So while drafting this, these particular three aspects should be there in your mind. It's a quite familiar general format for academic writing. So do not forget these 3 points. This format will make your writing easier to read. It is also the expected format. Sadly, you probably won't get bonus points for standing out with your general visual formatting. તમે જ્યારે જ્યારે એસઓપી લખો છો, પ્રોપર ફોર્મેટને ફોલો કરીને લખો છો, that doesn't mean that you will get a bonus point in front of standing committee, but this SOP will definitely should be revealing a proper formatting in which you have written. Before I move further, let me tell you a little about this wowing effect. It is written here already. It is going to benefit you much more to focus on wowing effect for your reader with your actual content. That person will say after reading that SOP of yours, wow. So again, let me tell you about this purpose of SOP. The SOP is the decision maker of your application. It helps the admission committee in assessing what? To assess your taken on life, your career goals, beliefs, subject knowledge, and your vision. In short, a well written SOP paints your overall personality for the universities, and it allows you to paint a picture of you studying at their school. It is an opportunity to pinch your purpose to the committee and reasons why they should choose you over there as an applicant. A good SOP also tells the story of how you got to point of applying for this program, and it works great for weak academic profiles wherein you can compensate by highlighting your future goals and ambitions. A well-written SOP also reflects how well you can express your thoughts using your writing skills. In short, it has become so important as a document as well as to reveal your personality, to paint your picture through this golden opportunity through your writing skills. A well written SOP is extremely critical to your admission. It is extremely critical to your admission. That means that it is so important. Not only that, it is the only document in your application that gives you the opportunity to prove that you have something unique that makes you stand out from the crowd. દુનિયામાં તમે એક વ્યક્તિ નથી. There are ample of people in the world who are in search of admission, who are in search of job, who are in search of good opportunities. As such, it is the document of your application docket that can usually determine your admission. In short, the SOP is one of the most important pieces of your graduate school application because it gives the reviewers an understanding of your academic background and interests. કારણ કે તમે એક વખત તો તમારા રિઝ્યુમેમાં દેખાડી દો છો. This is the reviewing process. As I took 2 sessions of review, in the same way, this is a kind of reviewing process. It allows you to illustrate in your own words what sets you apart from the other applicants. Definitely, you have some X factor, and that X factor qualities you can here set it. It helps them determine if you are a good match for the program to which you are applying. તમે જ એવા એક શ્રેષ્ઠ કેન્ડિડેટ છો એની સાબિતી માટે તમારું SOP કે being a student તમારી પાસે એવી એબિલિટીઝ છે કે જેને કારણે તમને એ લોકો એડમિશન આપવા માટે રેડી થઈ જાય, or mentally they become ready to give you an admission to enroll you as a student. It shows your communication style and ability, અને ખાસ કરીને તમારી કમ્યુનિકેટિવ સ્કિલ્સ પણ એમાં તમે દેખાડી શકો છો. So up till this, girls, we discussed about the meaning, importance, significance, general format to require to adopt the style. Now, one more thing I want to add regarding this. Do I need to put my name in the SOP? પ્રશ્ન સમજવા જેવો છે. In general, no. You do not need to put your name on your SOP. The reason is that your statement is a part of your larger application which already has your name throughout it. વારંવાર તમારું નામ લખવાથી તમે તમારી વેલ્યુ devaluation કરો છો, in fact. So you need to avoid your name. It should not be repeated in the SOP for ample of times because it is already there. It is attached with your resume, and in resume you have written your complete name. It is important to look at the specific requirements for the program you are applying to. Instead of that, if you write your name and the things which already there, so that repetition will make monotony for the reader. If the requirements for your program say that you should include your name, then you should follow the directions. જો એમાં તમને કહેવામાં આવ્યું છે કે તમારે તમારું નામ સહિત બધી જ બાબતો જણાવવાની છે, then you can follow the required directions. Now the next question should be there in your mind. How long it is to be, or how long is a statement of purpose supposed to be? A statement of purpose should really be one page and only one page. You could write up to 1.5 pages if needed. એક કે વધીને અડધું પેજ વધારે. So it is like 1.5 page if needed, but nothing longer than this. It's not like an elaborative essay in which you can go with the number of pages like 4, 5, 6, 7. You cannot write in that sense. The reason is that you need to be economical with your writing. You cannot spare number of pages to prove yourself. You should be concise in proving your identity. Admissions officers read dozens of applications a day, so you are going to need to be able to concisely and clearly state what you want to say. તમે જે છો એ જ બાબત બહુ જ ટૂંકા શબ્દોમાં જણાવો છો. Writing longer than 1 or 1.5 pages will make you seem like you lack focus and clarity in your purpose for school. Definitely, it will reflect that you do not have focused in your writing, as well as no clarity of purpose is there in your taking admission process regarding written skill. So it is very important to maintain length of the SOP. So girls, in this session, few attributes, qualities related to SOP which I told you. Now, in the next session, I would be continuing the things related to SOP. So, I hope that this SOP has made clarity in your thought process, like it is so required document related to your personality, and it will definitely help you to understand. And at the end of this, you will have your own exercise that you are going to write an SOP for the further studies, whatsoever course in which you are going to apply, or you may have thought about to take an admission for the further studies. Although you are in the third semester, but you might be having your future perspectives, future goals. So keep that thing in mind. We will have a kind of that exercise also. But till this, Repeat this, revise this, refer this, write it in your classwork about SOP, and after this, in the next session, we'll continue this for 1 or 2 next week sessions also. Thank you very much, girls, and have a nice day.